I'm affirming to the public once again that I am indeed legally married. To other player haters who refer to me as Esther Arunga, I am now officially Esther Timberlake. With those few remarks, I'd like to get on to what we came here to do. It's time to officially announce to the Fourth Estate that the Placenta Party of Kenya Manifesto 2010, that is important at this stage so far in a journey that began in our hearts 4.5 years ago, is being launched today. We are ambitious and we are optimistic about the future. I'm honored to invite our presidential candidate for 2012, Joseph Helen, who will officially steer the launch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. My name is Joseph Helen, presidential candidate for 2012. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite to the podium the chairman of Placenta Party, Mr. Quincy Timberlake.
So, najua mmeona the thumbnail, you saw the title, you decided to click and watch this video. You did the right thing. Video leo ni when celebrities decided to join politics. And of course, I had to start with the woman who gave us sleepless nights. As men in Kenya, we had sleepless nights because of Esther Arunga. Since it's Valentine's season, let me start the show with Love in the Air. Oh, love is in the air. Happy Valentine's, by the way. So if you're watching this, maybe it's after Valentine's. I just had to include this clip because love was in the air. Now, around this time, people were very worried that Esther Arunga had lost her mind. People were worried that she was losing her mind. But let's hear what she had to say about people worried that she was losing her mind.
What I have to say to that, I have been incarcerated. I've been put in cell. Spent a whole night in a cell, stinking cell. I was taken to Bustani Community Center, which is a psychiatric hospital, where I stayed for 5 days under investigation, under sedation. They found nothing. I am still fully sane. I was put back on trial for being part of an unlawful sect, and I was released on bail. You cannot put somebody under a spell or somebody who has got mental problems on a dock. The state would not have tried me if they thought my mind was not whole or fine. So that is mere propaganda by people who don't want to see us rise up the political ladder. But I like to tell them they're not going to succeed.
Okay, so she told you herself the state cannot prosecute somebody mentally ill. She was tested. She was actually fine. You know, when I watched this video when I was younger, I did not know what to think of this whole scenario. But now looking at it as an adult, this woman was batshit crazy. Like, let's be honest. This woman was batshit crazy. Crazy clips. So you can just see the look in her eyes. There's something wrong up there. I'm gonna do a separate video, Esther Arunga's video ni celebrities joining politics. So tuende, what was the agenda, Placenta Party? Esther Arunga was going to be vice president. So what was the original agenda, Placenta Party, Esther and Helen?
Love is said to be blind, or is it love blinds? And watching these two, one is not certain which of the phrase best describes where they find themselves. Their plunge into the limelight has been characterized with upheavals, with the three in and out of court severally. And if you thought they were through, then you've got another thought coming.
And it contains volumes and volumes of what?
The trio have their sights set on politics come 2012, with Helen eyeing the presidency and the Rongo constituency seat, currently held by Dalmas Otieno. Quincy Timberlake will vie for the Lang'ata seat currently held by Prime Minister Raila Odinga, while Esther Adongo Timberlake will fight for the Karachuonyo seat currently held by James Rege.
It's high time that the Member of Parliament is shown the door, since he seems to have taken more than the owner can notice. Let the people of Karachuonyo this time round elect somebody who is development conscious, morally upright, and values family.
I'm happily announcing today to you, fearless, doubtless, paperless, stixless, and doingless.
What the what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Like, this guy was a psycho. The guy was a complete lunatic. Gina Kwanza Gina, tuanze na Gina. Quincy Timberlake. Quincy, I guess, from Quincy Jones, and then Timberlake from Justin Timberlake. The guy was a dunderhead. Completely. Like, you can just see him speaking. You know there's nothing upstairs. Akili, empty. I don't know how he was able to trick Esther Arunga. I honestly don't know. I don't know. It's insane. I mean, these people were insane, but tuendele.
That I'm running for the parliamentary seat of Lang'ata come 2012.
But the proposed constitution does not allow for the president to represent a constituency, you might be asking. Well, it is for that and a list of other reasons that the Placenta Party of Kenya will be giving the proposed constitution the red card.
This is the Placenta Party of Kenya. That is a brand new political outfit that is going to sweep across this country in absolute and astronomical victory.
And the goodie train promised by the party does not stop there. Once in power, the party will open up State House for sleepovers. Yes, you heard it right. Sleepovers.
Like, these people are a joke. Let's be honest. Helen, whose name is Onyango, I think. Onyango over here is saying that he wants to be president and an MP at the same time. Constitution be damned. Esther Arunga was going to be vice president and a member of parliament at the same time. Constitution be damned. The other criminal guy, what's his name? Quincy Timberlake wanted to be an MP, Ashinde Raila in Lang'ata that time, which was impossible. Like, these people are insane. And then to top it all off, the cherry on top of the cake was they will open State House for sleepovers. So that just shows you the type of things that they were doing. Izima sleepovers. So let's hear exactly what was happening kwa hizi sleepovers. I will do a separate video, Esther Arunga. So please like, subscribe if you want to see more of this content. So sleepovers. Tell us more about these sleepovers.
She does make very serious allegations that as, let me call you the grandmaster or the leader of the Finger of God Church, that you were involved in sex orgies. Sex orgies were going on in that church.
That's a lie.
It's a lie?
That's a big, big lie. Esther didn't say those words. My entire family were at this church. How do you involve yourself in a sex orgy and your father-in-law is there, your mother-in-law is there, your biological mother is there, your brothers and sisters are there? How possible is that?
At one point, Esther claims Helen made sexual advances at her under the guise of healing breast cancer that he could spiritually foresee. It sounds very, very strange that someone of my age could fall for such lies, she reckons in her email. But you have to understand that by this time, he had reeled me into believing that he was a man of God.
That's not true. That's my cousin.
Her response, Onyango is by no means, shape or form a relative of mine.
Okay, so you can just see how ni watu tu walikuwa kwa cult, walikuwa wanataka kubomoana. That was the whole thing. Walikuwa wanataka tu kubomoana under the guise of Christianity. That's it. That is the whole thing. So it was just a cult. Esther Arunga was undergoing, I don't know, some mental issues during this period. She was surrounded by vultures with some creepy motherfuckers like Helen or Onyango. Onyango was surrounding her. The other creepy motherfucker, Quincy Timberlake. So they wanted to take advantage of her. And, you know, the whole thing is just a whole mess. I will do a more deep dive video of it sometime, maybe next week. So please stick around to watch it. They are doing what cults do. They want to heal by kudarana, like they want to dara Esther Arunga claiming they will heal breast cancer. Like, that's stupid and ridiculous. Religion is one of the worst things to happen to Africans. But video ilikuwa ni Esther Arunga by herself. Video ilikuwa ni celebrities joining politics. So tutoke kwa sleepless nights zenye Esther Arunga alipatia watu, twende kwa another sleepless nights yenye Sabina Chege was giving, what's the guy's name? The crook, the criminal guy, Farouk Kibet. So next celebrity becoming a politician ni Sabina Chege.
Huyu mama ako sawa, si sawa? Ako sawa. Hata vile alivyo, akipinduka mnafurahi siku zote. Wapi vikelekele ya huyu mama? Huyu mama akiwa kwa kitandani si unalala kabisa Utaamuka kesho ingine, sio? Atoshi. Hiyo ndio mambo tunataka kusema. Situmuite kijana mwingine kutoka kule Kisumu. Nyinyi mnapendwa kama wa Kenya. Mshangilie huyu mama tena.
Yeah. Like that's some stupid type of politics. Mnaambiana hapo, zunguka around, onyeshana diabs. Like that's some third world level of politics that is led by the Ruto administration. Watu wanabomoana everywhere. Mnaonyeshana hapo diabs. Karen Nyamu wana twerk all over internet, and those are our leaders. So how did Sabina Chege end up here? She used to be Rehema in Tausi, I believe. She was an actress. And somehow she ended up becoming a politician, and now zungushiana diabs in public. So Sabina Chege, tell us your origin story.
Ni kweli nilikuwa Rehema wa Tausi. Na nilijoin Tausi after kumaliza form 4 kabla niingie university. Na before nikuwe Rehema, hata nilikuwa house girl. Kwa hivyo
house girl.
Yes, after form 4 for real nilikuwa house girl. Nilikuwa naishi Kayole. Nikaenda nikakuwa Tausi, nikakaa Kayole ka room kamoja ka 1500 per month na ka stove na tusufuria tuwili. Hapo ndio nilianza, alafu nikaenda university. Bado nikiwa Tausi. Alafu nikaenda Kameme FM nikakuwa broadcaster. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa naenda shule na University of Nairobi from 8 to 5, alafu naingia job 9 to 2 am for the 4 years. Nikaweza kulipa school fees yangu na nikaweza
Umetuambia vitu mob sana. Umetuambia vitu mob sana. Before hapo tuanze na times za Tausi, nyumba ya 1500 Kayole, must have been a mansion. So nashangaa.
Alikuwa single room.
Single room?
Yes.
1500 Kayole back then?
1500.
Okay, so as you can see, she came from very humble backgrounds. Alikuwa Mboch, she lived in a 1500 room, and then after achieving all that, becoming a politician, mheshimiwa, vile Kenya huwa wamependa kuitana mheshimiwa, everyone ni mheshimiwa, even Cherargei ni mheshimiwa, Karen Nyamu ni mheshimiwa. She achieves all this, but in the end, she agrees to be degraded like that in public. Hamnanga shame as politicians to sell out to this extent. To this extent, alianza in Azimio, and then akaruka team, akaenda kwa Ruto. Saizi ni UDA damu, wanasema 2 terms. That's Rehema wa Tausi. It's so disappointing. Very disappointing. So tutoke kwa Sleepless Nights ya Esther Arunga, Sleepless Nights ya Sabina Chege, twende to Endless Nightmare ya John Kiarie, also known as KJ.
That the committee was already in the process of engaging Kenyans long before a fake demonstration was organized, Mr. Speaker. And the lie persists, Mr. Speaker, because even some of the photos that we were seeing out of the streets, I can tell you as a graphic editor that they do not belong to this country. Photos were being taken off the internet and being edited and posed as Generation Z. I am a photo expert, Mr. Speaker, and I can point out to you photos that were edited to look like they were in the streets of Nairobi, but they were not. But that was not the point, Mr. Speaker.
You know what? Hata sijui niseme nini juu ya KJ. First, I want to thank KJ. John Kiarie, thank you, because ni wewe, you're one of the reasons why I made this channel. Your stupidity and selling out is one of the reasons why I made this channel. That's why you are the first video nearly drop kwa hii channel. So if you want to watch how I really feel about KJ, go back in a video I did. The original videos, yeah, KJ, you will know exactly how I feel about him. He's an embarrassment to humanity, an embarrassment to all men. Hata sita waste time na KJ. He's an embarrassment. He's a sellout. So hata atanipandisha pressure bure. So twende to our next celebrity who became a politician, Felix Odiwuor, or also known as Jalang'o.
Ile kwa kukaa tu huku kwa muda kutafuta National Theatre kule, tukaanza na set books pole pole, shows za Kijaluo pale, halafu siku moja tukaipata simu. Tuambia kwa jamani, dada yenu Ilbroda anaolewa na babake Ogwang Fumbe haezi safiri. Sasa lazima ndugu zake waje. Ndio tukajipata ndani ya Papa Shirandula. Nikamwambia Toyo, hii ndio ile nafasi tumekuwa tukisubiri.
So I just wanted to show you that clip, muone how far Jalang'o has come. Like, he's a true example of, if there is anything like a Kenyan dream, he exemplifies the Kenyan dream. He started from absolute poverty. He started from nowhere. He worked and worked and worked, and he now wants to become a senator of Nairobi. He said that himself. He started under very difficult circumstances. He managed to win his seat. The only scandal I've seen so far yake ilikuwa ni a boys club. So I'll let him explain what boys club was. Your time in the staff were leaked about boys club.
What happened, eh?
Yeah.
You know when Corona happened?
Yeah.
I asked my guys. Now, in my office, I run a company called Arena Media.
Yeah.
And we had to close down.
Yeah.
Because we are an events, BTL and ATL, above the line marketing agency.
Yeah.
Heavily in events, promotion, roadshows and all. So when Corona happened,
yeah,
everybody had to go home. Then I asked my guys, so we shall just sit here and wait for things that we don't. That's how Jalang'o TV actually started. So when Jalang'o TV started, it's actually my boys who we used to hang out with most of the time. Then 2 of them are not married.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
And these are people who we have grown up with throughout.
Together.
Everything, investment, nini, hustle. We are like family.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why even after everything, we are still just friends. And you see us everywhere together, still. You understand?
Yeah.
If we knew that what we had done was wrong, kuna wenye wangesema, you know what, and talk and nini. But we know each other. So we were having a conversation in our WhatsApp group. Hey, like WhatsApp, one of them said, hey, maze nyinyi watu mmeoa afadhali maze. You guys go back to your wives or to your children.
Yeah.
Maze sisi, yani hauna mtu, corona imefunga, you go home. Actually, the people who got even more depressed during this time of the lockdown huko, ni mtu alikuwa anaenda home, anakaa peke yake. You can't go out, you can't do. So, mtu akasema kwa group, nasi unini, upigie Lynn.
Yeah.
Mwingine akasema lakini Lynn alikuwa demu wako.
Yeah.
Okay. So watu wakafikiria kazi yetu ni kurotate madem, imagine.
Yeah.
Unajua? Imagine we didn't even know what to say. You hawezi jitetea, hawezi fanya nini. Iko tu hapo ndio, because you can't say anything.
Yeah.
And that's how Boys Club happened.
Okay, so that's his explanation, yeah, Boys Club. So first of all, I want to shout out Lynn Ngugi. I appreciate Lynn Ngugi, especially the work she is doing with civic education. She is really trying to educate ordinary Kenyan voters kwa platform yake. So shout out to Lynn Ngugi. She did great in Tuko. She's doing an amazing work in her channel also. So that was Jalang'o's story. He came to the public limelight with Papa Shirandula. He is now a leader and he wants to become a senator. Mniambie kwa comments if you will vote for him or if you'll vote for Sifuna 2027. So twende kwa another celebrity who became a politician by the name of Jaguar.
One day I was singing and a teacher called Mr. Mbogwa heard me sing and he told me, hey, I like your voice. Then I thought he was joking. So he told me to try. Then one day I did a solo song on my own during the school competition, and he told me like, that's what I've been telling you. Then I was like, oh, so I have a talent. So I started from being serious when I was in Form 2.
The singer-rapper says it hasn't been easy to achieve his dreams, as money was hard to come by.
Nimetembea bila viatu for long, like nimelala bila food, slept without food.
And what's more, he quickly jumped into a life of hard drugs like marijuana and cocaine.
When my mom passed away, nilikuwa mtoi small sana. So, yani nilikuwa nenda place windy naenda, unaona. When someone tells me like Jaguar na rapo when I was in Form 2, ananiambia like, if you take drugs, you're gonna be better than Shabarangs. I was like, poa. So nilikuwa na get involved na drug tu. Hiyo time nilikuwa nafanya job ya Makanga, Buru, Lang'ata.
Okay, so this is Jaguar's story. He's famous for Kigeugeu. This was before he joined politics. They had featured him as a very popular artist. Ngoma zake zilikuwa zimehit everywhere, especially Kigeugeu. But what most people did not know was he was a Kigeugeu before he even became a politician. Because in case you guys forgot, there was a time Jaguar alidedisha 2 people when he hit them. I think aligonganga boda, watu wawili wakadedi, but then he was never locked up. So let's see what happened back then to Mr. Kigeugeu.
Tuesday afternoon along the Makutano-Sagana highway, 2 young men lost their lives in an accident involving a motorcycle and this car here belonging to local music star Charles Kanyi, aka Jaguar. Their sudden death painfully dawning on family members, a pain made more acute by an alleged attempt to cover up crucial facts around the accident.
Kuna kitu walienda wakafanya kwa polisi, kwa sababu sio yule ambaye tulikuwa ameniuliza maswali alibadilika. Kwa hivyo kuna kitu kiliendelea huko. Juu wakati aliniambia ati mimi ndio niko na stakabadhi zote za hiyo gari na usijaribu kuiangalia. Si mimi niko na haki ya kujua ni gari gani imegoka mtoto wangu.
The family members are also going by eyewitness account that a woman was driving the said car when the accident occurred.
Niliona mwanamke alitoka side ya driver akaenda side ya hiyo ingine. Alafu mwanaume akakuja side ingine. Mwanaume mwenye alikuja side ingine alikuwa amevaa t-shirt ya grey. Alafu lady mwenye alishuka side ya right alikuwa amevaa white trouser.
But police are of the contrary opinion. They say Jaguar, who's also the owner of the car, was behind the wheels.
Charles Kanyi ndio amejitokeza kama mwenye gari na ndio mwenye alikuwa anaendesha wakati huo ajali kitokea.
Jaguar stuck to this narrative in an exclusive interview with Citizens E-Daily. He claimed that he sent a female friend who was in his company to go pick his phones and lock the car shortly after the accident, fearing harassment from a gathering crowd. But witnesses disagreed with this version of events.
Hiyo ndani ya gari kulikuwa na mchezo fulani kwa sababu kati ya mwanamke na mwanaume walibalishana hapo wakashuka. Sasa pande ya right pakashuka mwanaume na pande ya left pakashuka mwanamke.
Police maintain that investigation is underway. It's the hope of the family that the truth will be unearthed and justice eventually prevail.
Well, justice was not served. Jaguar alinyang'anyangwa license, I think, for 1 year, akapatiwa fine, and then that was it. Those 2 people walidedi, evil story kaisha, because Kenya is Kenya, and the rich can escape any consequences. You can see from the eyewitnesses, walikuwa wanasema it was a lady driving, kulikuwa na msichana, ati ni msichana ndiye alikuwa anaendesha, alafu vile accident ilifanyika, waligeuka, ilikuwa ni kigeugeu, waligeuka, Jaguar akakaa kwa hiyo kiti, because of his popularity and everything. Labda that's the reason why he decided to take the fall for the accident. According to witnesses, si mimi nimesema, ni witnesses ndio wamesema, lady was driving, Jaguar switched with the lady so that the lady is the passenger. The 2 people died, no justice. Jaguar alinyang'anywa license for 1 year, akapatiwa fine ingine hapo laughable, nothing completely. I think it was like 50,000. Alafu maisha imepotea tu hivyo kwisha. So it's very sad. The family was sad, wanalia hapo. But Jaguar, the only time he cried was hiyo time yenye ya nomination ya Jubilee. Hebu kwanza wacha tuone Jaguar crying of a nomination as he's nearing to become MP wa Starehe.
Charles Kanyi, or the musician known as Jaguar, is a man in pain. The popular musician could not hide his anger as he bowed down, perhaps in tears, as the cameras rolled.
Kila saa Jaguar mambo yake inaendaje? Silali. Huyu Jaguar anamsumbua na simu kila saa. Jaguar alipita. Naomba Uhuru pale yuko.
His supporters too expressed their displeasure in the manner in which Jubilee conducted its nominations in Starehe constituency.
I mean, this was fucking stupid. Like, and yeah, how can people cry like this? Now, ni baba mtu. You are crying over a politician ati ananyimwa nomination. Machozi, a whole man, unalia hapo. Huyo jamaa anahitaji backhand like a pimp. Pa! Imwamshe. So that he gets sober kwanza. Why is he crying? Yeni Jagwa, unalialia nini bana? Unalialia nini? Ati Jagwa ananyimwa nomination, they are being unfair to Jagwa. Hii ilikuwa ni time ya nominations at Jubilee. Eventually, he got the nomination, I believe. He went on to run and become the MP wa Starehe. What did he do for Starehe? What was Starehe? Niambieni what he did when Jagwa became MP wa Starehe. Did he make any achievements? Because the only thing I can remember time yenye Jagwa was MP wa Starehe was when he was inciting violence at the foreigners wapigwe. So hebu tuone hiyo clip ya Jagwa.
Juzi ya kusaidia ili container zenyu zitoke kule kwa port. Na mimi najua hiyo ni shida tumekuwa nayo hapa. Mimi mwenyewe nilichukulia kama jukumu langu kwa sababu mlinichagua ku make sure mnarudi kwa biashara sawa. Lakini kwa saa hii mimi najua hata rais akitusaidia hizo mizigo zitoke. Kama kuna competition ya Wachina hakuna biashara mtafanya. Mimi niliona juzi waziri CS Matiang'i akisema amedeport Wachina wasita. Mimi nataka nimwambie leo, sisi hatuongei juu ya Wachinese wasita. Sisi tunaongea juu ya mamia ya watu wametoka nchi za nje wanakuja kufanya kazi hapa. Na mimi nataka niseme leo, mimi napea serikali masaa 24. Kama hao watu watakuwa wamerudi kwao, mimi kama mjumbe wa hapa, tutaingia kwa hizo maduka wanafanyia kazi. Sisi tutawatoa, tutawapiga na tutawapeleka airport. Kazi ya Matiang'i na department ya migration, kazi yao itakuwa ya kuwachukua airport na kuwapeleka kwao mahali wametoka.
So that's the type of leadership yenye Jagwa alikuwa anawapatia. Like, it is so stupid. The level of stupidity yenye inakuanga hapo Kenya, it's insane. So that's the type of leadership yenye Jagwa had to offer. So it is very, very disappointing. So in fact, hata sitaki ku waste more time na Jagwa. Tutoke kwa one kigeugeu, twende to the next kigeugeu, who was also a celebrity before she became a politician, and her name is Gathoni wa Mushomba.
Being a member of the UDA party, how does that make you feel when your president here does not deliver all these promises that he makes?
He makes me interpret to him that he was a con. He really didn't mean what he said. He was not a true man that I saw, that I believed in. And the whole campaign was a con game. He conned us. Yeah. I think I want to tell Kenyans never to believe what William Ruto says any other time. Never believe William Ruto because he's an orator who does not assimilate what he says. And William Ruto, the first thing he did is to con the women of Kenya. How? He had promised during that meeting he's going to give us free sanitary towels. He didn't give us. He's going to give us free diapers for lactating mothers. He didn't deliver. He's going to give us 50% in his government. He did not deliver. And last but not least, he wrote an executive order. The first executive order William Ruto did in State House when he was elected and sworn in was to con the women of Kenya.
Okay, so mmesikia hapo Gathoni wa Mushomba. Gathoni alikuwa hapo hivyo akifight the good fight against William Ruto. You really believed Gathoni's story. She was frustrated. How can William Ruto be this terrible leader? Ni mwizi. He's a con man. William Ruto, never believe what William Ruto says. Even the Gathoni alituambia. Time ya Gen Z protest, she was there with the people. Kigeugeu Gathoni, what are you doing now?
Monday's UDA National Governing Council meeting at State House marked Githunguri MP Gathoni Wamushomba's first visit to the House on the Hill in years. Her trademark beret, long a symbol of her defiance against President William Ruto's administration, a fallout that began just months into his first term, was noticeably absent. In its place, a yellow UDA cap and visible laughter as the head of state later engaged her alongside fellow political returnee Juja MP George Koimburi in a brief tete-a-tete. In an exclusive interview with NTV, Wamushomba gave reasons behind her political U-turn, among them her experience working with former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
All I can say is that he's that one person who is a goon himself. In fact, I want to thank President Ruto for having accommodated Gachagua as a deputy president for more than a month. I think Ruto is a strong soul. Putting up with such a man, with such a heart, with such a temperament, somebody who is banging tables and abusing workers and harassing women and, gossiping and all what you call a black hat. Living with such a person as a deputy, Ruto tried.
The MP cited marginalization by government as the second reason for her decision, as she dismissed claims that she had been lured back to the ruling party by money.
In fact, wale wanasema nimenunuliwa 250 million, nataka kuwaelezea hapa, si 250 million. Nimenunuliwa na billions of money in terms of projects that are going to come to my constituency and to my county.
Wamushomba joins a growing list of leaders who say they have crossed over from the opposition to government.
So you've seen that was Gathoni. In the previous clip, alikuwa anawaambia never trust the con man Ruto. In this clip, she's saying, thank you, William Ruto, for even working with Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua has a dark heart. I did a video on Rigathi Gachagua, so you can go watch it, so that you know my true feelings on Rigathi Gachagua. So in case you're wondering, how comes I've included Gathoni here? Maybe you don't know her, you never knew her before politics. She was a popular presenter. I think alikuwa presenter Kameme, so maybe that's why most people don't know her, but I believe most Kikuyus do know Gathoni because she was in the radio for many years and then she joined politics. So speaking of broadcast journalist, twende kwa another broadcast journalist who was a celebrity and now decided to become a politician, and that person is Jicho Pevu himself, Muhammad Ali. So, tuone story of Muhammad Ali, how it all started.
Politics, it is a different ball game. And being the son of a peasant, it was a little bit difficult for me. Despite having a name and trying to convince people of why it is important for us to fix this country. But I was fighting the who is who in Mombasa.
Wajua uliposema hivyo kwanza niliuliza, kwani unawazimu ni nini bana? Unaacha kuripoti. How many people discouraged you when you said unataka kuwa politician?
Nakumbuka nikitumiwa jumbe katika Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you could hear people saying that wewe unadhani siasa ni jicho pevu. But I wanted to challenge and say that let me do it. Whether I win or fail, I have nothing to lose, but I've tried. As a young man in this country, I've tried.
Okay, so he tried and he actually became a leader, an MP. So Jicho Pevu was a respectable man. Very respectable. Like Fanizo Jicho Pevu, he had brass balls. Like Jama had so much courage. He was doing some things. I was worried for him on his behalf. Nilikuwa naona huyu jamaa wangemdedisha because of the things he was reporting. But then he decided to join politics. He was in Team Ruto. So anybody associating with Ruto, we all know Ruto, who Ruto is. Ruto is a criminal, thief, murderer, all those things, you know. Jicho Pevu went from being this stand-up guy, joining the Ruto team, and then he won his seat. Now, amechange tena, U-turn. So Gathoni Wamushomba went from opposition, amerudi government, Saizi Jicho Pevu went from government supporter to opposition. So it's the opposite way. So tusikie the type of politics Jicho Pevu anafanya right now.
Na nimesikia wanalia huku ndani ati msipochagua huyo mzee watafutwa kazi. Kwani mshahara mnakula na wao? Wakwende huko, hatutaki kuwaona. Si namna hiyo? Kwa hivyo wasitutishe ati tutafutwa. Si Joho ni yule alikuwa anasema hawezi fanya kazi na Ruto. Anajipiga kisua anasema mimi nisukume wheelbarrow. Safari hii ametolewa viatu, suruali, t-shirt anasukuma.
So basically those are the type of politics that Jicho Pevu anafanya. He's become a full-fledged politician. Anakutusi na Kiswahili sanifu. You know, it's even more insulting ukitusiwa na Kiswahili sanifu. Afadhali mimi huwa hapa nawaambia F this, F that. But yeye atakutusi na Kiswahili sanifu. Yenye inabidi uende kwa kamusi, you understand what he insulted you with. So Jicho Pevu, full-fledged politician, nimeonyesha Jagwa kigeugeu, nimeonyesha Gathoni wa Mushomba kigeugeu, nimeonyesha Jalang'o, nimeonyesha Esther Arunga. So let's go back. Vile tulianza video na Esther Arunga, wacha tufunge show na Esther Arunga. Esther Arunga, back when she was running to become the vice president wa Kenya, she really went deep into these conspiracy theories. So some Kenyans believed that Esther Arunga had cracked the code. She had cracked the code about Freemasons in Kenya. So to one of your clip, when she was being interviewed by Jeff Koinange, or as he says, Jeff Koinange. So Jeff Koinange was interviewing Esther Arunga, and she was talking about Freemasons. What was she saying?
And Kenyans are so cynical about spirituality. In West Africa, for example, Gabon, Ali Bongo, it's all over the internet. He's just been crowned the Grand Master of Freemason lodges in Africa. Why do Kenyans think this thing doesn't exist here? Right?
Yeah.
Anyone can go and Google Ali Bongo, crowned Freemason, Grand Master of the Freemasons. They decide who becomes president where. And Ali Bongo is now their leader.
Did they decide who became president here?
I won't get into that right now. Let me finish what I'm saying about Wilson. I'd urge the government to do a very serious audit of his books. Very serious. Because there's something seriously wrong with his books and with how he acquires money. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm willing to take whatever action is necessary. But give me the benefit of a doubt. Government, go and investigate that man. And we'll find out. The truth always prevails at the end of the day. And for any unbeliever, go and Google Ali Bongo. Yeah, Kenyans, I want Kenyans to open their eyes and see how this country is really run. Google Ali Bongo and go into churchofsatanism.com. Under the website, Church of Satanism. If you have the guts.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you are? Good. I hope everybody does it. churchofsatanism.com. Go under History, Media Circus, yeah, and go under 582, type in a code, 582/KE. In there, you will find a name of one of Wilson's very close business associates.
Okay, so Meskia hapo alitupatia website to go, and I actually did this. I went to the website, and what I found was shocking. I tell you. So nimewawarn, please. Kwanza nitaenda kwa hiyo website, nitawaonyesha tu saizi, but if you're afraid, please just exit the video here. Please like, subscribe. Tutaonana next time kwa hiyo video. Next, but if you have the courage, what you will see will shock you to the core. Nimewawarn. Msiseme sikuwawarn. So like, subscribe. If you have the balls, stay and watch what I found. It will shock you, my friend. Uko tayari? Sawa, usiseme sikukuwarn.
This is it.